Should we record Flight of the Navigator?
Compliance.
And welcome back to the Retro Review. I am the Bearded Geek, and joining me as always is Mikey the Freak.
What's up?
And
Compliance.
Steve Frozen. Is he? Is he frozen? I don't know.
What?
What?
Is he compliant?
I can see him breathing, but it's okay.
Compliance.
All right, guys, we are talking about
Compliance.
Flight of the Navigator, but before we get into it, shall we watch the trailer?
Compliance.
Oh my god.
It got just as annoying.
Yes, it did.
Compliance.
And he did his
Sorry,
Pee-wee
I don't
voice.
make the monkeys.
That was so funny.
Sorry, I don't make the monkeys.
Oh,
I just
God.
train them.
David, what time did you enter the woods?
Around 8 o'clock.
Then what happened?
Then I reached this cliff.
It's transmitting in alpha waves with complex frequency patterns in them.
Ooh, scary.
I fell.
It's 1986, man.
Yeah, you're about to do Teen Wolf.
This is totally rad. I mean, you're my big little brother.
Or did he already do Teen Wolf?
Who is he in Teen Wolf?
From the mind of a 12-year-old.
He's Styles' friend. I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
Oh, this has to be pre-Teen Wolf.
Yeah, it's pre-Teen Wolf.
This voice keeps calling, saying something over and over and over. But I
This
can't
has a real
understand.
Stranger Things type vibe for the trailer.
Oh, creepy.
Yeah, you know, like 30 years before Stranger Things.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Stranger Things is happening.
Yeah.
The 80s.
I guess.
Yeah.
The last season of Stranger Things, they should just have the ship just fly overhead.
To complete my mission. I have been sent from Phaelon to borrow samples of
Here's a
life
cold.
from different galaxies for
Here's got a
study.
cold.
On this planet,
That one
I
was
chose
funny.
you.
That was
Yeah.
the funniest scene in that movie.
These maracas, right?
Okay, which way to put Lauderdale?
I only know what's in your head. You don't know the way from your house to a 7-Eleven.
Wow, that really tells us nothing about the movie.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's a trailer that actually tells us zero. Go figure.
A kid travels 8 years into the future, and that's
Yep.
all. And he gets on a ship that flies.
And that's what IMDb
You
says,
don't know your
basically.
way from your house to a 7-Eleven.
In 1978, a boy travels 8 years into the future and has an adventure with an intelligent, wisecracking alien ship.
8 years
That's-
into the future, so that would put him in 87.
Was there a reason for 8 years? Like 8? Why 8?
I don't know.
Because
I don't
8
know, but-
sideways is infinity.
Ooh, I did notice that since it's a time travel movie, that when he's walking onto the ship, they pan down to the floor, and there's something that almost looks like a flux capacitor on the floor.
I'll take
I'm just
it.
saying.
I'll take it. It's
Just
a
saying.
capacitor.
Yeah, time travel
You see that
movie.
picture? Hold on.
I mean, I'm just
I love
saying.
it.
Not
When
saying
you,
just
when, you
saying.
when you showed us that, I'm like, no.
Yep,
Look,
there you
boys
go.
and girls,
Your
you
circle's in the way.
That's a flux
there it
capacitor.
is.
There you go. There you go. That's a flux capacitor. It's their version of it's Disney's version of a flux capacitor.
Yes,
But yeah,
I agree. I've
I've
never
actually-
seen that before. That was awesome.
I've actually always kind of liked this movie. It's kind of creepy at first. If you're a little kid watching it and you know it has to do with aliens, they kind of do a bunch of teases. Like like the very beginning, you see this silver thing flying through the air. You think it may be the alien ship, but no, it's a frisbee because they're at a dog frisbee catching competition. And then
Yeah, that's weird.
he's walking through the woods. First of all, it's weird. Something that would never happen today, and I don't know why I'm holding a knife. Something that will never happen today. They dropped their kid off at a friend's house, and it's time for him to come home. And he's like, they said he left like 5 minutes ago. You want to go meet him? He's 8, Mom. He's 8 years old, Mom. Like, okay, yeah, maybe he shouldn't be walking alone.
No, you
But
have to realize though that's 70 what, 79?
something like that, yeah,
So, dude, the
yeah.
late 70s, like that I
That's
100% would see a kid just being like, "What you what?" Like, because he's the older child, so I guarantee he had to
Yeah.
do the same thing.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Something that wouldn't happen today is
No, it
Oh,
like,
definitely
gotcha.
wouldn't
yeah,
happen today.
yeah,
I know
yeah,
we did it. I would walk over to Kevin's house all the
yeah.
time,
We
and
would cross two
I was
major
8.
highways.
Yeah, well, at that point, it really wasn't a major highway, but it
Okay.
kind of it was still a highly traveled highway.
Yeah.
It wasn't as busy as it was today. But yeah, we were
Sure.
8, 10, and
Yeah.
he'd walk over to the house on the other side of the city, which of course was only like a mile.
Yeah. But
But
without telling anybody where I was going, just
yeah, we just
go.
go over to Mike's. Let's go to Mikey the Freak's house. Okay.
Yep. But yeah, I love this movie. It does have some good humor in it. The spaceship turns into Pee Wee Herman, basically.
Well, it's voiced by Paul Rubens.
Yeah,
Something
it is
that I
voiced.
didn't realize until I was like 30 something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've always loved the joke, and it goes, "I don't leak, you do. Remember?"
Yes.
That's one of my favorite jokes out of the whole freaking movie, actually, and it's a nothing joke, but it's one that I remember. I've always enjoyed that joke, so it's one that I cherish. So
He says it a lot too.
I do, I do. But yeah, it's one of those movies. It's shot okay. The acting is not good in this movie.
I think the acting's terrible.
Yeah, the acting is just not
I think
good.
the acting's terrible.
I don't think it holds water today. But I do like the way it was shot. It does have some good scenes in it, but that's just me. That's my first impressions. Steve, what are your
Yo.
first impressions of this movie?
Oh, I love this movie, man. I watched this movie a ton when I was a kid. It was just fun.
Mhm.
I just always hoped that I would get picked up by a UFO and see cool little creatures and like I don't know, man. Like every boy just loves this movie. Like my personal opinion, I don't speak for all the boys out there. But you know what I mean? Like I love
He said he wanted to phone home.
Yeah, that one was good too.
one thing that I'll always laugh about when thinking about this movie is I don't know, over a decade ago, Sarah Jessica Parker in an interview, someone asked her about her experience in this movie, to which she essentially just went off on the person, going like, "That was back in the 80s. It was one of my first roles. How do you expect me to remember something as minute as that?" When
Because it was one of your first roles.
Probably
Yeah,
because
sure.
it was a movie that the interviewer just held near and dear to their
Yeah.
heart and they loved, and they just wanted to ask a little bit about it, and she was just heinous bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would piss me
I
off.
love this
if
movie,
I really
though.
loved that movie, and
I
an
love this
actress
movie,
would say
though.
that.
Yeah. Mikey the Freak, how about you? What was your first impressions?
Yeah, I always thought the movie was fun. It's entertaining. Yeah, I'd love to get on a spaceship and go that fast. I always enjoyed time travel. I mean, like we know that our favorite movie, of course, it has to do with
Mhm.
time travel. So I've always been fascinated with time travel movies. I thought the puppets and the little animals were hilarious, weird as shit, but
Yeah.
actually hilarious. And they come up with these far-fetched names that no one's going to remember what they are. But yeah,
But you watched
fun,
this 100
exciting.
times with your mom, so what were the
No,
names
I
of
did
the
not watch
aliens?
this 100 times. This was a movie I remembered and I watched, and I do remember the entire movie without having to watch it. But it's one of those to where I don't know if it would hold water today, but I
Mm-mm.
think
It does.
It wouldn't.
if you showed this to 8-year-old, 8 to 10-year-old, I think they'd still be interested in it. I don't know if they'd want to go back and watch it again. I think you could watch this 1 or 2 times and not have to watch it again, or not have that desire to watch it again.
I feel the
But
same
it
way about Point Break.
yeah, wanna watch
Okay.
it once and like, you know, but great movie. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I do like the movie. It's very interesting.
Yeah,
Fun.
like I said, I think it holds your attention because the ship in itself, the inside of the ship with all the stuff
That's cool.
inside the ship, yeah,
That
the
was
with the
cool.
chair rising up from the ground, the
Yeah.
turbo boosters with the ship changing shape.
That was
Um,
fascinating.
yeah, then I mean,
Chrome
The
inside, everything's all chrome. I thought that was cool as shit.
the Beach
yep,
Boys. The Beach Boys.
yeah,
I get around, I get around. Yeah.
because that's music, and
You're
it's
like,
just
what?
interesting. I mean, it's a and the alien itself is part of the ship. It kind of, I guess.
It is. It is the
Yeah,
ship.
yeah. The
The
alien
whole
itself
ship's
is the
the
ship.
alien,
Yeah,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
I like how it
I wouldn't even
melts
call him
away.
an alien. I'd call him an artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
I'd
Okay,
call him an
yeah.
AI, but that's just me.
I like how the to get on the ship, part of it kind of melts away into the steps that just sort of float
Yeah.
there. So that was kind of cool. Which the graphics were absolutely horrible. They were absolutely really
For the
bad in this. Yeah,
70s, though, or for the 80s, though,
yeah, it was still bad.
you're bad.
It was Disney. In the 80s,
Yeah,
Disney had money in the 80s.
yeah. I mean, could it have been better? Yeah. Was it? Did it serve its purpose? Yeah. So I mean, it is what it is. If I had to rate this movie and give it a ranking, probably a 7.5. And I think a lot of that is nostalgic for me. I really,
Yeah.
like I said, the acting's pretty bad. A kid would love this movie. An adult our age would probably sit and watch this movie because they would remember it. But you put
Yeah.
somebody 20 in that 20 to 30 range, they're going to be like, what's this, and change channel. So that's kind of my impressions of it. Steve,
Yeah.
what would you rate this movie?
I love it's great. I give it an 8 out of 10. It's a lot of fun for the kids. It's a lot of fun for the family. You put it on when grandma comes over, and she'll say some very racist comments, but you'll just ignore them and enjoy the film for what they are. And you will watch it with the grandkids. You can watch it with regular babies. You could watch it with your dog. They're gonna love it. You could watch it with an alien, and they might not understand it, but they'll be like, "Oh, I know that planet." It's a good flick. Like, just watch it, watch it. Mikey,
What?
what do you
Rate
think?
it.
Rate it.
All right.
Compliance.
Compliance. Yeah, that got annoying after a while.
Yeah.
But no, I think for the nostalgic part, like I said, it's fun, entertaining. Yeah, I mean, you're right. Kids would watch it now. I don't think, like, I had no interest in watching it again, but since we were going to do it on the show, I'm like, yeah, I'll watch it. Why not? But I'm going to give it a solid 7.
Okay.
It's got to be right there at a 7.
So it's in that it's watchable, but I get it.
Yeah.
All right, so I got some fun facts for this movie. The ship used in this movie used to be in the boneyard at the Disney Studios theme park at Walt Disney
Seen it.
World in Florida, where it was
I've
an
seen it.
exhibit on the backlot tour.
Yep.
Let's
With the DeLorean, with the Flintstones car. What else was there? There was a lot of stuff there.
Ooh, this was originally an independent film. The main production company producer's sales organization put up 2/3 of the budget, while the rest came from Viking Film, a Norwegian company. Walt Disney Pictures picked up all rights for this film for North America, becoming the first distributed deal for the studio under new management led by Michael Eisner.
Yep.
When Max and David escape NASA facility, they travel precisely 20 miles from point of origin in approximately 35 seconds, making their speed about 2,057 miles per hour. So there you go.
Wow. Fun facts. Whenever I go to Disney and I want to jokingly make a complaint, I'll look at an older employee and go, "I want to complain. Where's Michael Eisner?" and they always laugh. They always laugh. I just because where's Michael Eisner? I goes Roy Disney here. They don't laugh so much at Roy Disney, but they always laugh at Michael Eisner.
But that is all I have for fun facts. Steve, what do we have for soundtrack?
Woo! All right, so we are gonna.
I bet we have Beach Boys.
I had The Time of My Life by Jennifer Warnes and Bill. Oh, sorry, this is still Dirty Dancing. Flight of the Navigator. There we go.
At least Beach Boys was popular, and I can't believe he called it music. Like, yeah, this is music. I don't know. This is
all right. So, in reality, a lot of it is just when you look it up on Google, it's all of just the scenes that happens in the movie. The ship beckons. Flight, theme from Flight of the Navigator, have to help a friend, star dancing, main title, transporting the ship, the Shadow Universe, David in the Woods, robot romp, ship drop, and finale.
All right. Well, there you have the soundtrack. Mikey the Freak, what do we have for some related reels? Good luck on this one.
Yeah, I did Paul Rubens. In this movie, he went by Paul Mall. So I didn't look into that. I didn't know if anybody had fun facts on that one. But Paul Rubens, best known for his work as Pee Wee Herman, of course, in every Pee Wee movie ever. Don't do it, Steve. Don't do it, Steve. Mystery Men, which is one of my favorite Paul Rubens movies. Mystery Men, and then Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
As me and my friends were walking by a gypsy one day, I accidentally farted, and I blamed it on the gypsy, and she cursed me. That I shall ever be he who dealt it and smelt it.
Guys, if you have not seen Mystery Men, it is a funny ass movie.
It is.
And he has one of the best death scenes ever in movie history in Buffy the Vampire
Slayer. Kick the wall. Kick the wall. Sorry.
So I did Veronica Cartwright. She was Helen. She played the mom. She was actually a big actress in the original movies Alien. She was in Alien. She was in one of her first roles was actually The Birds, Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds, the original one. And she was in Scary Movie 2. But you'll see her as the mother in that one. And then, of course, Sarah Jessica Parker. We've talked about her in the past as well. Girls Just Want to Have Fun, which is a great, cute movie also. She's huge in Hocus Pocus 1, 2. And then she was in Mars Attacks. So if you don't know anything
where
about
she
Mars
gets her
Attacks,
head put on a chihuahua.
So I think that movie was made because all the A-list actors had a debt that they owed, and then said, you know what, you're going to make one shitty movie, and I'm going to put you in this
That is
movie.
a great movie. That is not
a great movie. What are you talking about? It's Tim
that's what I said.
First of all,
I think it's a great movie. Listen, it's a great movie.
I smell barbecue.
Look,
Cows on fire
movie. I need to tell you this. So it's a great movie, but when you see all the actors in there, it is fucking terrible. It is terrible.
No.
Agree to disagree on that one.
Yes.
Is that a 90s?
Good movie? It is a good movie.
Is that 90s? Because we may have to do that movie.
We may do Mars Attacks.
I'm calling you.
All right.
Michael J. Fox also.
Martin Short, Pam Grier.
Great cast.
Yeah.
Is that all you have for related real, sir?
That's it. I got
Danny DeVito, Annette Bening.
All right, Steve. Where can people find you on your podcast?
Glenn Close, Natalie Portman.
You have a
see. They all owed the bookies money.
Natalie Portman owed the bookies money. Get the fuck out of here. She was a teenager. You can find me at the last podcast.
It's in 96. 96.
Okay.
1996.
That was my freshman year of high school. Pierce Brosnan, he's another guy that's in that movie. The last podcast you want, it's right up there in the corner. Tip the veal, try the staff. Thank you all for coming, and if you didn't, better luck next time.
Make sure you check out the Mod Squad. That is the sister channel of Back to the Retro Review, where we have a Movie Talk Monday, a wrestling show, a gamer show, and a horror show. Also, check us out live every Saturday night with a giveaway. All right, that does it for this episode.
Look for Mars Attack soon. Look for Mars Attack soon.
Definitely.
It's coming to a podcast near you.
Definitely.
Very soon. Very soon.
If it's streaming somewhere. All right, that does it for this episode of Back to the Retro Review. So for Mikey the Freak and Steve, I am the Bearded Geek saying, keep it retro, everybody.
Ack.